Hey everybody, welcome back. Northernlion plays Dead Cells and tries not to end his own run by virtue of a cursed chest that he was not really thinking straight when he picked it up, but hey, that's okay. Ooh. Sure, let's try it. Oh, no, do not take that. Are you out of your mind? Shields! I see. It's like a machine gun crossbow. Was it last? I think it was last run we were rolling the heavy crossbow. That was actually a lot of fun. I don't know if it was going to contribute to a winning run eventually, but we kind of nipped that in the bud anyway, so no worries. Dude, honestly, I can be made to enjoy either tactics or brutality. But for now, I'm enjoying the brutality, or sorry, I'm enjoying the tactics builds. Because of the fact that you get that incredible cooldown reduction. I still don't buy the idea that we'll ever have a survival build that we enjoy, but hey, very recently I was under the impression that we may never get a build where we actually enjoy causes arrows to fall from victims. Dude, why would you give me a cursed sword? It's just so upsetting. You know what? Give me the spiteful sword. And then it does extra damage on a burning unit. So we're learning a little bit is what I'm trying to say, I suppose. We're also trying to get, we're also trying to get to every scroll and then get to the timed gates. I'm trying to find the happy medium, I suppose. I'll do it. Apparently there is a third rose somewhere here that I had missed in the past. No, I'll see you in a bit. Give me cooldown reduction as early as possible. By the way, the reason I leveled up brutality and tactics is because I'm trying to stay flexible for now, but it might not pay dividends, admittedly. And that's my thinking for now, is let's give it a try, because we don't really know where we're going. So we got 2 scrolls on the first level real quickly. All that for 700 gold, is it worth it? Probably not. You do want to, like, as early as possible, go down and get the timed door, which I believe, excuse me, sir, believe will be right here. And for now, I'm honestly going to go brutality, because we have this awesome synergy between, between the spiteful sword and the fire grenade. So whenever, I mean, it does double damage whenever we attack a unit that's on fire. So my general thinking right now is essentially we're getting 2 upgrades, or double the damage upgrades, every time we pick up a level of brutality. We should not be fighting everything. Even still, like, cells are worth something, but not necessarily that much. I think we've finally come to the conclusion that, like, well, it's only been like a couple weeks of playing the game, but I think we've come to the conclusion that people are right. It's not usually hard for me to admit. I generally err on the side of deferring to other people's wisdom whenever possible. But the timed doors, thank you, do seem valuable enough to go for. I had previously thought that there was some kind of like achievement-based sort of setup, but that is clearly not the case. Why is the spiteful sword so bad when you're not on fire? When the enemies are not on fire? I don't really want to be on fire if possible. I prefer to not be on fire. So what do we need to make this run pop right off the bat? Well, I'll admit to not necessarily being in love with our existing weapon, but I love the idea of it doing double damage. Maybe it'll scale up and I'll be happy with it when we get there. I want a second, yeah, that's pretty much what I want. Or either a flame turret or a regular grenade. Enemies burn when they die. I guess we would rather have a flame turret, because it enables more fire, and it enables fire by itself. Ergo, it doesn't require having the flame grenade to be not charged to work. I don't like Hayabusa boots. Knife Storm is irrelevant. Sell him. Soldier boy, sell him. There's a good joke in there somewhere. Is Soldier boy self-aware? If I emailed him and said, hey, I got a great idea. Oh, is this thing, right? Is this the rose? Let's go! Dude, what are the odds? I did get a tweet last night. Like 2:30 a.m. as I was going to bed. I will go for it. Thank you, tweeter. The person tweeted me, and they said, hey, so you found, or you know where there's the 2 roses. See you later. But the 3rd rose, it's a little one you have to stomp on. And in my sleep-addled haze, I said to myself, Self, that's an important thing to remember. But I didn't know what it looked like. I really... Oh, hello. Really just got insanely lucky that I actually found something that fit the bill. We could use a secondary weapon that scaled with red. Let's go. 2 enemies left, huh? We could use a secondary weapon that scales with red, and we could use a secondary weapon that's purple and ranged, but scales with fire damage. Please. Let's go. 1 enemy left. And it's the training dummy. Dream come true. Alright, so this is actually working out real well. I'm glad we pivoted from tactics to brutality. I think we just get the blueprints with the 3 keys. Or, yeah, the blueprint. Not the Jay-Z album of the same name. But how sick would that be, dude? CDs used to cost 30 bucks. Now all you gotta do is complete an eldritch riddle in the middle of a very antagonistic forest somewhere. It's like the cellar doorism of eldritch riddle. It's like the only ancient curse that could also be the name of like your insurance agent. Oh, hello? What? I really like heavy turret, but I thought you had a key waiting for me? We're gonna explore everything, because we found the key that I assume is supposed to be the hardest key to find, so... I certainly... Although the irony would not be lost on me, I don't really want to pick up... Ooh, I think we want torch. Enemies burn when they die? Extra damage on a burning target? How much damage do you... Oh, so much more. Okay. Give me the broadsword, and then sell the spiteful sword, and then give me the torch, and get rid of the repeater crossbow. Can't sell it. That's fine. Where's my key, dude? Like last time, we got the 2... Oh, thank you, Pasta. We got the, 2 keys that were irrelevant to the key that we have right now. Now we got the one we were missing, and I better not miss the remainder, you know? That's all I can say. Yeah, I think it's functions. We got a really nice brutality scale and run. I will say, the broadsword makes it a little tougher to, button mash. Because the wind-up time on it is a lot higher, so... You definitely don't want to go like mash, mash, mash. Unless you know that the enemy is done. Keys, please. In contrast to a lot of our runs, like early on recently, like the last 2 speedrun sort of attempts... Speedrun is kind of a rich term in this situation, I guess, but I never really felt particularly comfortable. Even just a torch by itself is a pretty good weapon here. I never really felt particularly comfortable. On this one, I feel like we're already pretty well equipped, honestly. I'm looking for 2 other keys, if you wouldn't mind. I know one of them tends to be... Did I hit him with an arrow? One of them tends to be in an area that you need wall jump to get to, like inside of a building that's very tall. This is pretty good. Maybe we got more floor left here than it appears to me that we do. Like, how do we get down there? We've already been down there. You don't need to go down there. No! Where's my keys, dude? This is always just the exit to the ossuary, I believe. I don't mind going to the ossuary. I'm just a little perturbed as to, you know, it's really my own brain's fault. But where's this key? It's not there. Oh, there's one back. There we go. Okay, they show up on the map. It turns out that the riddle is solved. That was just extremely fortuitous, even if it does just give us a little bit of gold. So yeah, we'll go back to this one. And then maybe there's going to be a spot that we can get through in the ground, and then we can drop off our blueprints up there. Oh, yeah. See, we rushed through this part earlier because we were trying to get to the timed door, and it almost threw everything off. And then the other one, just to the right of this other teleporter, like right here. Let's go! Now, with all 3 gardener's keys, we go here, and we should be able to get... Was there a scroll in there, too? I would just like there to be a scroll, like we accomplished a task. Would it kill you to give me a scroll, is all I'm saying? No scroll. Explosive crossbow. Oh, I feel a sneeze coming on. It's not a good sneeze. It's the kind of sneeze that it, like, started with a caustic ripple in the back of my esophagus here. And let's go ossuary. Actually, you know what? Let's go prison depths. Because I think it's a spare floor, right? It's like 1 extra floor. So give me the maximum number of scrolls plausible. I'm a very happy man. Now, make sure at this point you stop off at the collector. And you know what? Let's start working on this. Now, usually, I do still go for the brutality mutations. If you got... It's like a speak now or forever hold your peace kind of moment. This video is going to go up on, like, Saturday. Give me some comments. Tweet me if you think that it's trash and I continually make the same mistakes. All in all, actually, people have been very pleasant in the Dead Cells-based interaction so far. Even on runs... And I wasn't, like, necessarily worried about the reaction to these runs, because I thought that they were funny. But even on some of the runs where we've, like, died abruptly, after performing pretty well for, like, the balance of the... That was so dumb. For the balance of the run, people have been very positive, and I've been thankful for that. See, I'm looking down here, and I'm like, how do we... It must be a different path. Which really makes the fact that I took that damage look real stupid. Okay, maybe, like, stop that. Oh, hello! Okay. We're actually not that, like, poorly equipped. I was just scared of that guy, but... Truth be told... Come on, come on, come on, and then slip. We'll go up from the other side where it seems 10 times easier. Truth be told, I think we're, like, more than strong enough to fight those guys without having to resort to just, like, running away. So, might be giving up... Oh, I see an enemy that drops a scroll. Might be giving up a chance... Well, I wouldn't say I see him in hindsight, but... Might be giving up a chance at some timed doors here. But... Oh. Oh! Heal up again. I think it's worth it as long as we live for the amount of scrolls that we're gonna get. we're already doing amazing damage. But let's keep it up. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, and a rune. I actually feel like we probably have a decent chance to kill all the enemies here. Whether or not we're actually going to be able to dodge the, traps, we'll see. 230, 64 enemies. Will you still beat me? Will you still need me? When I've killed 64 enemies. It's the Beatles. It's called Fashion, honey. Look it up. Oh. Okay. Almost blew it. I'm getting psyching myself out. There you go. 46 enemies left. Not that bad. I don't even want to run the numbers on that. I don't want to crunch the numbers on that, because I feel like just doing the math is going to scramble my brain. 38 enemies remaining. And traps. All this just to get some puny scroll. But I wanted it. That hurts. Oh well. I'm over it. Brief burst of adrenaline. It was a privilege to experience it. Now we're moving on. He's not on fire because he's underwater. Extra damage on a bleeding target means we cannot take it. We have a build that if everything goes all okay here, I would probably be content running this build for the remainder of the game. And by that I mean until we inevitably get, one-tapped on the castle. That's what we want to not have happen. But we haven't struggled too much down here yet. Alright, let's go up. We're doing our due diligence on this floor because this is scroll rich, right? I still don't have a paradigm, like speedrunning, going quickly, better way to describe it, feels wrong, but has got to be oh so right. That's better. Oh. 200 gold? Gold's not that bad right now. Obviously, if we're gonna open some doors, we're gonna need it to be a little better, but this is extremely bad. I should not have aggroed this gentleman. Ah, I'm trapped in the ceiling? Hello, I'm trapped in the ceiling. Hello? I would like to leave the ceiling that I have been trapped in. That very nearly killed me. That was like a tragic moment. Once I got up there, I was like, I don't have time to figure out why I'm trapped up here. We still have one heal left, so let's go for this. And he died before he even finished his attack animation, so tactics +1. And the ossuary. We have not explored everything, and I would really like to. At least until we run out of heals. But I'm gonna be honest with you, we've had some good Dead Cells runs. I feel like this run might actually be the best. At least for where we are in the game right now. I don't really want to pay almost all of our gold for a few extra cells. We may have found all the scrolls, but I think it's worth trying. We could do, I don't know, we can't do Magnet Grenade. Because, damage received ×2 is just too much for me. Alright, there's gonna be real combat up here. Oh, hello! Didn't see you there. Just a couple more scrolls and I'd be loving life up here. Don't forget about that sweet secret. I don't think I can do it. See, this is part of my evolution as a Dead Cells player. Don't say you've been naughty, you weird boy. 2 weeks ago, I'm not taking that chest. Oh, another broadsword. Doesn't do extra damage against burning targets, though, so we can't take it. I'm actually, like, real content with the setup we got here. 2 weeks ago, never would have taken that cursed chest. 2 days ago, 100% would have taken the cursed chest. No matter what. Even if there's no enemies left on this floor. This is not where I want to be. I want to be at this one. I would have been like, yeah, let's take it. Even if we have to, you know, go to the ossuary and take a little bit to figure out where we stand here. Would have been a foolish idea, in my opinion. And instead... Well, I won't say that it's smart, because it's only smart if we end up not killing 10 enemies without taking damage. But I feel a lot more comfortable down here as well. It is extra damage on a burning target, but you take more than double damage. Twin daggers, extra damage on a burning target. I think we could justify this. I think we could justify this. Because the third attack, I'm not even worried about the crit because I don't trust myself to do it reliably necessarily, but I like it nonetheless because the attack speed is faster. So even though the damage per second is lower, is it damage per second on primaries? Yeah. Even though the damage per second is lower, I think it might have a lower time to kill. Don't quote me on that unnecessarily, but... So the ossuary should be a little bit easier than the prison depths, maybe. I'm content with this path for now. Remember, after this we have the Black Bridge. And after the Black Bridge, I might start taking the easier path temporarily. 7 minutes. So we extremely slowed down. Well... Don't know if I'd describe it as easier. Whenever we get hit, we send out toxic clouds, huh? But certainly, like, not necessarily harder. Ah, no ranged weapon is gonna make Sonic the Hedgehog kind of annoying. I think we're gonna be fine, though. Just try not to get hurly. Try not to get hurly? Try not to get hit early. It has a devastating impact on morale and, you know, the way you play the run for the rest of the game. Or for the rest of the floor, at least. I'm content with these twin daggers. I think they're doing just fine. Number one thing I need to work on, and by the way, well, there's probably many things we need to work on. I don't know why I always do those, but just feels like, you know, if you got the rune, you might as well take advantage of it, right? We need to work on being more comfortable going quick in the sort of mid-game setup here. As it stands right now, I never feel like... that was dumb. I never feel like it's a sensible decision to go fast once you get out of the first time door. And I think that is foolish. Alright, minus 51% cooldown reduction. I think we absolutely want to go for this. He should be dead. He's dead. And we got a better torch. Yeah. Yeah. That's actually substantially better? I'm gonna heal up here. I think that was... Excuse me. I think that was worth the asking price. Which was really, like... part responsibility for using one heal. Wow, what an interesting room. Procedural generation, everybody. Not to be rude. Burning? Extra damage on a burning target. I don't really like the Nutcracker, though. I feel like the twin daggers, you know, they're pretty much doing what we need them to do. It's all about enabling that double damage, and as long as that's happening, I'm almost gonna choose an item based on moveset at this point. Moveset and, like, does it have the synergy? Because if it has the synergy, I'm cool with it. Okay. Are you telling me you call them steamed hams, even though they're quite obviously grilled? No, are you telling me that this torch freezes enemies as well, or slows them? It does. When an enemy dies, it slows enemies around them. Relatively minor synergy, but a synergy nonetheless. No, I'm ready. I don't need you to... In fact, I don't really need these elevators at all right now. Ooh. Tiger! Let's go. Alright, is this the floor where our gold comes back up? We get rich enough to want to buy the entrances to those cells? I thought I saw something sneaky there. Oh, it's so sneaky. 700 gold? I wish that you were kidding. Yeah, this is working, dude. This is a maximum viable product. You ever hear about a minimum viable product? This is like the inverse of that. I'm in love with the way this run looks right now. Does not do extra damage on a burning target, and as a result, it's completely untenable. I think we should smarten up. Instead of using both, well, like on bosses this will be different, but instead of using both of our abilities, our skills I should say, we should use one per encounter. Oh, balance blade, right? Or frantic sword. Extra damage on a burning target. Sure, I will do that. Doesn't get the guaranteed crit, but the crit was, it was the garnish. The real ooh, I didn't even realize he had a scroll. The crit was the garnish. The damage is the entree here. Thank you. I was worried about having to use a heal. Yeah, he's done. So you know what I mean when I say, like, I think we should, every encounter we should use either the axe, not the axe, the turret or the grenade. And then the torch is just like additional enabling. Oh, we're in scroll heaven. Not very smart of me. But you know what? There's our second heal. Much smarter way to tackle this. Yeah, that's the ticket. We can do a lot of DPS. All it takes is a YXX. Even that guy had his shield up, he still died to it. It's gonna take an awful lot for me to swap out parts of this. Black Bridge already. I'm very content to fight the boss, but I think we've missed our timed door window. Now, by not going through the time door now, we're going to miss every future time door window, but, you know, at this point, this is where I need to work on my own personal psyche, you know, finding it so difficult to just leave a floor, even when you've probably done most of it. Like, honestly, we're just spending a lot of time taking elevators here. Not really my idea of a good time. Just don't... It's a shop, right? Yeah. A better flame turret. Well... Sure. That's about it, though. Strictly better versions of our fire enablers are pretty solid. And then a primary weapon that scales with red. Nah. Primary... Oh, well, I mean... Was it 25,000? I'm less worried about not having the money to, like, respawn with full money. 15 grand, that is. And more worried about not being able to buy good things if they show up. So I think I'm going to save our money for maybe a floor or so. It's only cells, right? Like, in terms of progression, they matter, but... Apart from that, not so much. I think we've explored basically everything. Couple blind spots, but those blind spots are like all in the corner. So, yeah, I consider myself like ready to go here. And I think I'm gonna not level up. And we'll save our scrolls for something, but... Or save our cells, I should say. But what I'm thinking about saving our cells for is another flamethrower turret, because I'm sure we've already upgraded our fire grenade and our torch, and probably our frantic sword. But if we've already upgraded our other items, wouldn't we rather spend our cells to unlock something new, considering we just bought a brand new and presumably like half-decent flamethrower turret? You may indeed be correct. Hey, I'd like to hit you, please. See, I have to get in melee range, but whenever I hit him, he just, like, enters a new phase of invincibility. That was extremely easy. Alright. 69 cells, the perfect amount. Are we going fjord? Fjord? 6 minutes. Well, we did speed up a little bit. We have... Well, let's do it. Take flamethrower turret. Let's see what we got there. And then what else do we have? We've already upgraded fire grenade. We've upgraded almost everything red. And for melee weapons, Frantic Sword has been upgraded. I'll tell you what, let's get some Twin Daggers action, just see what it provides us with. We got 35 left. Torch has already been upgraded too. Wow. Let's go for an upgraded Fire Torrent. Put some money into... Geez, I don't know. I don't use too many of these anymore. Dagger? Not damage against burning. More damage per second. Damage against a poisoned unit. I think it's maybe slightly better. Now I just want to look at what this does. I think we prefer the torch. But not by too much, potentially. And you know what? Let's fjord it up, dudes. I'm content to go to the fjord this time. Let's get down to brass tacks. How we doing in scrolls? None in survival, which is just ideal. Killing that guy easily. Yeah, that's good news. I mean, we could even be using a torch as our primary at this point, apparently. Any chance on this one? 5 minutes ago? Well, we're very, very slowly coming through, potentially getting back to being okay here. Now, if I could offer some constructive criticism to myself, I think it would not be stupid to actually use your skills more. We're not doing a great job of doing that right now. Especially with the frequency with which they're around. Might be content to try it. But this is a lot of damage. Usually on the fjord, we're not crushing these guys as easily as we're doing so right now. I love it. Okay. Biter Swarm. Blood Sword. So we're just gonna toss the Blood Sword. You know we went in the right path. Because, every piece of equipment we've gotten recently has actually been worse than the equipment we got one floor ago. So, clearly, well, at least in my opinion, we made the right decision in taking the hard path earlier. Might have preferred to have taken the hard path now as well, but kind of think like it's wise to take the hard path early and then take an easier path once you've already inhibited yourself a little bit. Why not, right? On the other hand, it does lead to Dead Cells episodes being oh, every time, dude, 9,800 years long. That's okay. Kind of fall into like a Zen pattern here. The Crusher. If I don't see the phrase % on a bleeding target, there's no chance. I'm not gonna touch it. It doesn't fit my worldview at this point. Do you think we could just run over the top of this? I don't know if we've ever had wall jump and been back to the fjord. Also don't know if we've been hit here. You know what? I'll give you my key. Maybe, but we're not making that jump without touching the spikes, so I'm gonna go ahead and assume that they're not that interested in hooking me up there. That was fun. Survival and brutality up. You can jump 3 times in the air. Has the time finally become right here? Nope. Let's use our first heal just for safety's sake. There's gotta be treasure up there. You know what? While we're here, we're 38 minutes into the freaking video. Just go for it, dude. You might as well. What are you doing? Yeah, you got a great little circuit going on here, but... Okay, you're gonna go over the top. Like so. That'll do. And you get here, and then there's platforms for you to jump on. And then you're gonna go whoop. And you're gonna just get completely obliterated there. Yo, but what am I doing up here now? That doesn't seem to have been a good use of my HP. I don't know what we're... Maybe I missed a rune or something in there? I don't know. That's for a later date. Oh. Excuse me. I need this key, please. He tried to explode instantaneously. There's like a hair trigger there. And I'm not talking to the rabid variety. One of these days, I'm gonna stop trying to leave the teleporter after it teleports me exactly where I want to go. That day is not today. So this is actually the exit. It's unexit, if we want it to be. I think... Oh, but it's the Forgotten Sepulchre. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it fast, thinking that maybe by skipping a bunch of that floor, I have the opportunity to hit this times door, but it might be a mistake. But I know that there's a timed door early here. This floor annoys the crap out of me, but we're going to try it regardless. And I think we definitely have the damage like necessary to crush whatever we want to crush. But I'm not giving up any of my... 4 minutes. Dang. Kind of a waste then, probably. I'm not giving up any of my enablers to make that lantern work. So basically, you're seeing my methodology completely right here. Right now, I don't want to rush through the floor, but I desperately want to avoid taking damage. So what are we going to do to make that happen? Well, you got to kill what you got to kill. That's annoying. Like those explodey bat things. You gotta kill them. Everybody else, I don't know, it seems like we're doing a pretty good job of just kiting them. You still coming this way? And actually, like, kiting them appears to have worked out pretty well so far. It's not about rushing. It's about maximizing our efficiency in killing these units. I saw the rune. Is it, I was just gonna say, possible we made every wrong decision in trying to figure out which direction to go there? What do you got for me? Flashbang Bloodsword? Okay, well... I think we should just walk. I see the rune. That lantern counted. Okay, I didn't think it would, but appreciate it nonetheless. What are you? Oh! One of those guys. Lucky me. Enemies burn when they die. Hayabusa Boots 7. Might have done me a service to actually, like, look at the stats on that one before just deciding I didn't see the burn text and making a decision. But you know what? Here we are. As long as we're near a lantern, I don't mind fighting that much. Give me keys, please. Okay, crypt key. So far, I actually think it's not going too badly down here. I see Death Orb 5+ over there, don't get me wrong. Do a little bit of exploration over here. I'd prefer not to use our second heal if possible. It may indeed not be possible, but we'll see. I'm loving the scroll density too. Like you can't make me feel bad about coming down here when you start to think about the scroll. I mean, we just got 3 without fighting a single enemy, so things are growing dim. Oh, scary. Let's heal up just in case. No burning. No burning. See you later. It's like you didn't even listen to the Sean Paul song I sent you. It goes, "We be burnin', not concernin'." I don't remember the rest of the lyrics, okay? I did hear an old Sean Paul song on the radio yesterday, though, so thank you, 95.5 in Vancouver, British Columbia, for that reference. Just mashing that roll button, dude. You can hear it. Absolutely not. I'm not paying $3 grand per cell. Like, what kind of economy do you think we're running here? That's an egregious markup. Even for this late in the game. No. No. We already have a Torch 6+. It does really... Oh, it shoots a huge arrow in front of it. Yeah, okay. How much is it? 12,000. Okay, I'll do it. The arrow it shoots does a ridiculous amount of damage, so I'm willing to give that a shot. I want to be, like... Where's that scroll? How do I get to that scroll? You know what? Just slow your roll first. You know you got, like, mandatory stuff to do on this floor. So we're going to do a very long run here. I've made a horrible mistake, obviously. You should not go in this direction. It's getting dark. Let's go. We made it. Only 500 HP down. That's not that much in the whole scheme of things. Oh, an elite enemy, huh? Let's crush him. Brutality and tactics, all damage taken minus by 20%. Oh my god. Have to. Minus by? Is this how we speak now, NL? Subtracted by, or reduced by. Please, add a little erudition to your diction. This is going okay now. I feel a renewed sense of confidence, at least. That might be the last key we need to make it out of this floor. I really do want to try to get to that scroll, but, you know, maybe it's part of our evolution as a player, is realizing, hey, missing a scroll here and there, not that big of a deal. Missing a bunch of scrolls, an enormous problem. You know, I actually think, in contrast to the way... Oh, the clock room. In contrast to the way that we play a lot of roguelites... No! What have I done? Every time I do this. In contrast to the way that I play a lot of roguelites... This might be one in which I actually do too much of my own due diligence. So... Well, you know, I don't, never mind. If the other key is right there, I'll take it. But if it's not, no thank you. How much gold do we get for this? That much gold? It's so highly not worth it that it's almost offensive. Anyway, we're on the assassin. Don't forget to bring your blueprints to the collector. We don't have any right now, to the best of my knowledge. Did I drop off that one to the crossbow? Wait, the exploding crossbow. Yes, I did. Okay. I don't know why I gotta sing everything as if I got a good singing voice. Alright, Clock Lord. You remember the methodology here? Absolutely. That's the one you want to watch out for. That seemed very good to me. Nice try. I can't seem to get her on fire as often as I'd like. But the fight is going very well in spite of that. My own turret is blocking shots for me. Don't you dare. Acceptable. Not acceptable. No! I got too cocky, and I got trapped in the corner, but Jeez Louise, dude. Dead Cells. Ugh. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.